welcome back to my channel. So you guys, that today we actually are doing my 8th day of my fall makeup series. Also guys, we have about 4 more of my finished makeup looks, you guys, and then finally we get to do my 12 days of my Christmas series. But of course, if you guys are new to my channel, definitely a thumbs up. And also guys, make sure you guys also ring that bell so that way you guys can see so much more exciting, amazing content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the first thing I actually did off camera is my primer. So you guys know the primer I already am using, and that is the L'Oreal Spring Skin Infecting Primer. This is the original Thera Rose Glow Primer. I gotta say you guys, I love this primer. It actually makes my skin just feel really soft. And I can't wait if you guys see my other ones like down the road. But like I said in so much of my videos, I'm literally like working through what I have, and if I need some makeup products I do go through and everything and I do need, then I can do it. But this one I will always continue to purchase. Alright guys, so another thing I also did off camera is my foundation. So the one I actually am using, and that is the Tarte Shape Tape Made Foundation, and this is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty, and I'm also using the shade Light Medium Neutral. Oh yeah, this one is definitely on its way of finishing. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to get every bit of the scraped out like I did with my other concealer you guys already saw in my end video for this month. And I absolutely love this, and I can't wait to add it for this coming empty from makeup, so definitely keep an eye on it. Alright guys, and then another thing I also did off camera is my concealer. So the concealer I already am working on, and that is the Elle Make-It, and this one's called Ephemetic Flawless Multi-Use Perfecting Concealer, and this is the shade 2.5. But I do have to say, you guys, that this one is definitely on its way of going through, and I'm really excited to like actually continue adding more concealers. And there's so many concealers I still have left in my collection that I need to work through first. And I can't wait to talk about the color correcting and other brands too. So you guys will see a lot of guests actually go through makeup, and I am so excited to buy another one of these when this actually does run out. Alright guys, and then another thing I also did off camera is my powder. So the powder I am still continue working on, and that is the CoverGirl True Blend Material. This is actually a loose material powder, and this is the 405 Light. Look at that. So you guys, this is literally how much I have left, and there's also so much left in here, but I will give you guys more updates on this one for my next makeup tutorial, and I'm always gonna add in more stuff, so definitely stay tuned for this. And also, guys, stay tuned for my next home care because it's literally filling up right now. Alright, guys, and the last thing I actually you guys can see on my lips, and that is my lip combo. Alright, guys, so the first one, I am actually using a new lip gloss. And also, guys, I had like a tiny bit left of my CoverGirl, no, my other Bath My Worst one you guys saw. And it's already in my empties, and you guys will see that in my next one. And now I'm working on a new lip gloss. So also, I actually have this new company, and this was called Flop Beauty. And also, guys, that this is like the most beautiful packaging. I have like their entire of their lip gloss. So I'm gonna be working on these, and I will make sure to include them. And it's so good. There's no clumpiness. It's not sticky. It's really good, and definitely stay tuned for that. Alright, guys, so another thing I also am working on is my lipstick. And you guys know the lipstick I am using, and that is the CoverGirl. It's the shade number 40. You guys, this is actually how much I'm already working on right now as I speak. And you guys, I can't believe how fast I'm already working on this. So definitely keep on, you guys. I'm so excited. Alright, guys, so the next thing I'm also gonna go ahead and actually put on, and that is my bronzer. Alright, guys, so the bronzer I already am using, and that is the Too Faced Melt Chocolate Solali Longwear May bronzer. Alright, guys, so another thing I also am gonna put on is my blush. Alright, guys, so the blush I already am using, and that is the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach. Alright, guys, so another thing I also am gonna put on is my NARS palette. Alright, guys, so the first one I'm also going to put on is this brown color right here, and I'm going to use that for my entire crease. Alright, guys, and then the last color I'm also going to go ahead and put on is this shimmer color right here. I'm going to use that for my entire crease. Alright guys, so another thing I also am gonna put on is my mascara. Alright guys, so the mascara I already am using, and that is the Maybelline New York. This is the Falsish Left Lip Mascara, and this is shade Black. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually put on my mascara off camera real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so my mascara is on. Alright guys, and then the next thing I also am gonna put on is my highlighter. Alright guys, so the highlighter I already am using, and that is the same from Space IB, and it's actually called a realistic highlighter for Space Case Cosmetics. Alright guys, so the last thing but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and do my sun spray. Alright guys, so the sun spray I already am using, and I already did, and that is the hashtag Give Them Lala Beauty, and it's the Do You Boo Salad Spray. Alright guys, so here is my day 8 of my fall makeup series. But of course, if you guys are new to my channel, definitely hit a thumbs up, and also guys, make sure you guys also ring that bell so that way you guys can see so much more exciting, amazing content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.